Right, we are live. Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back to the QLS channel. We are here for the quarterfinal matchup, the last quarterfinal matchup that we are going to be seeing of the Dubai Sevens. This one is going to be exciting. It's South Africa taking on Kenya. We have already seen Australia, France, and Argentina make their way through to the next round. So now we are waiting to see eagerly whether or not the South African side, they're on a 21-match winning streak at the moment, playing very well.
21 matches?
Yep, 21 in a row.
Oh, they're going to win the bloody whole thing.
They might. They won the last one as well. We have got Isaac here with me as well. And I forgot about his stream, and he's having a nap as well. Says Aiden, not quite our Wi-Fi. You can attest to this. Attest? Is that a word? Sounds like one.
Yeah. No, the Wi-Fi was perfect. You were sleeping in.
Also, we have the Hamish, the George. We don't have an Isaac emoji yet.
I haven't done any stupid faces yet.
You want to do one right now?
Oh, no.
That's going to be the next emoji. Ladies and gentlemen, watch up, Hamish and the boys as well. There's Aiden there. Yeah, we have got Isaac. We have got Kieran in the background as well. He is ready to go for the Dubai Sevens. And it is going to be South Africa now making their way out onto the field up against the strong Kenyan outfit that would absolutely love to be able to cause an upset here. But South Africa, they're in form. They're working up. Big love, Isaac. Isaac in the chat as well. Big love, Hamish. Isaac in the chat says Sebastian there. And this is going to be the first quarterfinal that we are covering. It is at this stage. USA, they did lose their game up against France, 28 points to 12. Argentina able to get a good win over Great Britain, 33 points to 12. And then Australia, 24 points to 12 as well over Ireland. It's going to be interesting. And hey, Elliot, hi, Elliot, as well in the chat there. Welcome into the live stream. And now at this stage, I will show you. There we go. Those are the starting lineups and reserves for both of these sides. I'm looking forward to seeing it. I feel like I know your favorite player already, which is probably that man, isn't it?
Yes, it's definitely Selvin Davids, who's been scoring heaps of tries.
Yes, indeed, mate. JC Pretorius, he's ready to go for this one as well. And it is Bush Mwale out there as well. And it is the Captain Sawyer's Whuppie that you are pointing to there. He will be excited to try and get this one underway for the South Africans. Kenya kicking off. That man's been through a few battles already having a little bit of strapping on their head. And thanks from South Africa as well, says Yanni. No worries. Thank you very much for tuning in, mate. It is hugely appreciated. You guys all being here for this matchup. Kenya versus South Africa should be a very awesome contest. And it is kicking off right now between the two sides. Whoever wins this goes through to the semi-final and books themselves a date with, I believe they will be taken on France, I want to say, but I could be wrong there. But now it is going to be in the hands of the Kenyans straight away. JC Pretorius trying to get in the breakdown. It's going to be good pressure and a little knock on there from the South Africans early on. And I feel like this is actually probably one of your first experiences watching Sevens live, is it?
No?
No,
I've watched Sevens before.
Yeah?
Yeah, during the Olympics.
Oh, Olympics.
Yeah.
You would have been tuning into the Kiwi Let's ones as well. Morning, Hamish from a freezing Audley, England as well. Says Darren Smith there. Also, thanks from South Africa. And good day, guys. Who is in the Blitzbox team as well, says Peter. So they have decided to go with, in the starting lineup, I can see right now, it is Visa Pretorius, also Zane Davids, and then I assume they have gone with their similar backline of probably having Selvin Davids, Sawyer's Whuppie, and then also they have got Duprea there, I can see. And then is that Ronald Brown maybe who is starting out there? No, it is Van Vick who is going to be starting this one as well. South Africa versus France and Argentina versus Australia as well. So it's going to be a little bit of a rematch of the Tri-Nations. Hopefully our internet is not too bad at the moment. It is struggling just a tad because we did reset the modem many times, like I mentioned, and it is hopefully going to be running smoothly. But at the moment, Kenya, they have got the possession at this stage, and they'll be hoping to continue hanging on to that one because as soon as South Africa get more of the ball, they're going to be in a pretty tough predicament, I should say there. But yeah, we will have to wait and see. We already saw the one handling error from Kenya a little bit earlier on in the matchup, and hopefully that is going to be the last one that we do see for them. And this one as well, but we will quickly go like this. We will go like this.
I don't think they're even able to hear us at the moment.
Can you guys hear us? Surely they can hear us. Hopefully, and also
how this is going.
It's never seen a Sevens game, by the way. Hamish, will you be live for the Stormers versus Lions game later? I'm still deciding which way to go for that one, whether or not to go with the game between the two sides for the Lions and Stormers, or whether to go with the Sevens final. So it will depend on who is in that final, perhaps.
Why don't you do a poll?
A poll. Oh,
yeah.
I feel like
them decide.
That is a good point. I will have to try and work out how to put a poll up as well. But while we are at it, we are waiting. My coverage for the game has decided that it well and truly does not like me, and it has kind of disappeared. Oh, it is back.
Here we go.
Okay, here we go. At this stage, South Africa has scored a try, and they were able to get it nice and early. And they were able to kick it over as well. Sorry, they missed the conversion. So for some reason, and my Wi-Fi today does not like me at all. We reset the modem 10 times before this matchup, And we have also got there, will you be covering the Six Nations? I will be indeed, mate. So be sure to hit that subscribe button now. It is going to be a good attacking run there. Selvin Davids on the outside. Soyas Wapi. He's going to be going to the try line here. No, he's done it. No. Did he throw it over the line there? Is it going to be the try there to Soyas Wapi?
He thinks he got it.
He looks pretty happy there, the captain of South Africa. 3 minutes almost gone in this matchup, and this could be a possible 10-0 lead for the South Africans here. They are going to be going upstairs for the TMO to see whether or not he did end up throwing this one over the line. And also, we have got there, you can watch both, like you have done before as well, says Aiden. So it's whether or not this one bounces. So that is true. I'll probably end up watching both at the same time. Nicely rolled there, Soyas Wapi. He's got that one. He's done it nicely, and that's going to be 10-0 now to the South Africans. Just like that, they have been able to take themselves a very nice lead up against the Kenyans. So this is now, at this stage, booking themselves a date for the French in the semi-final, perhaps. That's going to be at about 11:24 p.m., I believe, our time. And my Wi-Fi by then, I can guarantee, will be a lot better than it is now. We have got there. What is the most coolest place or city in New Zealand as well? Ooh. What's the coolest place in New Zealand that you have been?
The coolest place I've been? I don't know. What's the coolest place?
I feel like Wanaka or Queenstown's pretty nice.
Pretty cool. Pretty cool.
Pretty cool. I like the waterfront in Wanaka.
Yeah, the waterfront's nice. And the Remarkables in Queenstown are pretty nice to look at. Actually, there's a KFC in Queenstown that has like an outdoor area where you can overlook the Remarkables.
Oh.
That was quite nice.
Okay, that one didn't quite go over, so we will be making it back to the 10-0 at the moment to South Africa. Kenya going to need to fire back here if they want any chance of making it through to the semi-finals. And in the other semi-final match, it is going to be Australia. They are taking on Argentina, which should be an interesting fixture between the two sides. But South Africa, this will make it 22 matches in a row. Is Isaac spending the night, or is he ditching us like George? Much love Isaac as well. There's Aiden there. I believe you will be doing a George and ditching us.
I don't want to spend the night with you, Hamish.
Because that's the thing. It's a night that you won't end up getting to sleep. That sounds weird, but it's because I will be talking all night from the commentary. Yeah. So you'd have to watch rugby every single hour of every night.
Your schedule is very different from mine.
Yeah. Ken, you got this one just on the road 22 at the moment now, passing the ball back across field, looking decent in the early stages. South Africa for the pace that they have got themselves. Soyas Wapi and also Duprea just stopping the Kenyans from making their way forward. It's going to be the advantage. So once again, the discipline of South Africa, they can really afford to take the risk. Advantage over now. He has to keep on driving forward. It's going to be Visa there, dragging down Lindy. Now just inside of their 22 at the moment. Still Kenya, Soyas Wapi trying to stop him from driving forward. Now that's the thing, South Africa, they have been getting worn down a little bit in their matches because it's always physical when you're playing with South Africa. And they will be hoping that they can get themselves a decent enough game unscathed from injury here. That's a good step, though, from the Kenyans. And Miley now driving forward. Nice offload as well. Ball on the inside. Oh, doesn't quite link up. It is still going to be available. Good tackle from Selvin Davids there. We saw a clip of him up against Japan. He held onto the ball for about 1 minute in just a huddle while 4 Japanese players were trying to rip it off him. He wouldn't let it go. That one went backwards there. So Kenya still have this one. 2.5 minutes left in the first half now. And it's another good attack and run from the Kenyans. Another offside advantage here, or high tackle, actually. So now they will be able to have a quick tap now.
Or a slow tap.
Can
they kick for the corner here?
They can, and then they would have a line out in the sevens. It's weird because I watched a whole heap of sevens yesterday, and then I went to the Union game, and like when there was a penalty, I was expecting someone to just run up, take the quick tap.
Yeah.
But I decided to slow it down. It looks like they're going for the scrum here, Kenya.
Strange.
Trying to lure in a couple more of the defenders, perhaps. Yeah, it does go. But do let us know, ladies and gentlemen, is it doing well and truly random things with the Wi-Fi at the moment? Are we glitching out all over the place? Pretty much, we tried resetting the modem many, many times before this live stream, and it just did not like me too much. Do they hide South Africa tries on Kiwi coverages as well? Says Sebastian. Maybe they do. Oh, it's a good run there. We're about to see a Kenyan try, just bumps off Selvin Davids, or what's the prayer there? Now, it is going to be Kenya. If they can score a try right now, they are still in this game for the second half. Nice run forward. Miley just trying to bump off the tackle with St. David's. Not an easy thing to do. Now, it is going to be, once again, back across from the Kenyans. Can they fire back here and get themselves a nice try? It is going to be Odiambo now. Oh, great run there from Kenya. Going through in there, number 13. He scores it. And what a try for Kenya. Strings 5 for me as well. Says it, Sebastian there, so that is good news. And that is good news for a Kenyan supporter. If we have got any in the chat, because they have just been able to score it. It was Alvin Marubi who was able to score it there. Should be an easy enough conversion for them as well. They're going to be sitting only 3 points behind the South Africans. Imagine the upset if Kenya can break this winning streak.
I'm rooting for Kenya.
Are you?
Yeah.
Nice.
The underdog.
They are big time. Definitely the underdog in this one. That's the thing. These two sides met in the Canadian Sevens final about a month or so ago. South Africa able to get the win there. But it's a big factor of the Kenyans. On a day, they can beat anyone.
Yeah.
It's a good drop kick as well. So now 30 seconds left in this first half, and the score is going to be 7 points to the 10. Now, the big question is whether or not Kenya can keep up with that fast-paced style that South Africa can play in the sevens, because they've got so many quick players like Sawyers Wappies. Give him space, he's gone. Sullivan Davids, give him space, he's gone. And they're just going to be able to run around. Oh, good take there from Dupree. Done very nicely there. Not to drop.
Just move.
Ronald Brown. It's going to be another advantage there. Selvin Davids, I mentioned the speed. He's going to be possibly gone here. It's going to be the 2-on-1 on the outside. Good tackle there from the Kenyans, though. Driving Visa down towards the touchline. Dupree getting shut down, but they've got plenty of space here. JC Pretorius bends it. Oh, it's going to be now just a case of a draw and pass. Good step on the inside. Oh, he's going himself there, Dupree. Still going, Dupree. He's dragged down. Should he have passed that one, perhaps? Still going to be available, though, for the South Africans, just a few metres out from the line of the Kenyans. Now they've been told to use a JC Pretorius. Good in on him. It's going to be the penalty for not rolling away, though, against the Kenyans. And joining just in time for Kenya's try. Good morning, evening all as well, says Mike. Welcome into Livestream. Sawyers Wapi now. It's 2-on-1 step from Ronald Brown. He just keeps scoring. He's scored many times. He's a super sub off the bench. And Ronald Brown there scores the try. What time is the final as well? The final is taking place at, I believe it is 4:36 a.m. The semi-finals are around that 11:30 mark, and we will be covering them on the channel as well. I'm not too sure whether or not we will also have an Isaac at that 11:30.
At 4 a.m.
Yeah.
No.
What about 11:30?
Oh, that's past my bedtime.
Is it?
Yeah. Oh, maybe. No, I've got to have dinner.
That's true. I'll feed you some pizza. You know?
What type of pizza is it?
There's a whole heap of types.
Oh.
You know, there's barbecue, meatloaves.
Where are they
chicken from the Forks.
Oh,
yeah.
Bougie.
17 points.
Okay.
Just 7 at the moment at halftime in this game. Do you think Aussie or Argentina for the final? It's a tough one. Aussie
Australia
are more consistent, but then Argentina, like, they got absolutely demolished by Fiji, but then they just had a very good winner over Great Britain. So it's what side we get to see on the day. I feel like Argentina have got the passion to do so if they play well. Marcos Moneta coming off the bench, going to be exciting to see him.
See, when I think of like the teams, like I think of Australia and Argentina, I'm thinking of like the union teams. And I think, Argentina's like generally like close game, kind of more forward orientated, I would say.
Okay.
So then I'm like, fast-paced sevens. Nah, Australia's going to beat them.
Yeah.
But then it's completely different.
It's a weird format. Like, sevens pretty much like
the game's half done.
We see Spain, they were able to beat the USA. They were able to beat Fiji. Like, they're an up-and-coming side, Spain, as well, which is going to be pretty awesome to see them in the future. At the moment, it is the team talk. 10 points difference between these two sides. If Kenya score the first try of the second half, all of a sudden this game is well and truly on, and it will be going right down to the wire perhaps. But the big question is the fatigue factor for the Kenyans. Although, to be fair, this is their first game today. There'll be a few sore bodies out there, but will South Africa be feeling it just a little bit more after the physical encounters that they have had up till this point? But the Kenyans, they are ready to go for the second half. And it's about 30 degrees Celsius there in Dubai.
Jesus.
So it's not exactly nice for you.
It must be the morning, isn't it, at the moment?
I believe so, yeah. The sun's just out all day.
Yeah.
And it is very rough for them. Couple clouds in the sky.
Daytime.
And looks like Aussie are back-to-back in the women's as well. Yeah, definitely. They are well and truly on fire by this one, but they are showing the Springbok coach there, hoping to get inside the win. Football versus rugby versus lawn tennis. Lawn tennis. I don't think I've heard of lawn tennis.
Is it just tennis on grass?
Maybe. Is it lawn tennis? And also versus cricket. Which sport is very hard to play in terms of fitness and technical skills? I think it depends on the person.
I don't think cricket for fitness.
No, yeah, I guess it depends on the type one, because they always say that sevens is the best format in terms of rugby and everything to be able to get your fitness to just that next level, because you're always moving.
But it's a very short amount of fitness, though. Like, it's, 80 minutes. I wonder how these guys would go playing a game for 80 minutes.
They're certainly explosive when they do get the little bit of a run at the end. Sullivan Davids kicks this one off. Like we mentioned earlier on, very good player for South Africa will be a key. Or Kenya's done well to hang on to that ball. A lot of pressure, though, from JC Pretorius and also Visa with the counter ruck. It's going to be the advantage, though, in the side of that Kenyans now just running straight at Grobbler, and it's going down. Just crawling a little bit on the ground there. The South Africans are also staying compete in both the men and the women's competitions. They're not backing away from some sevens actions. Yeah, it is great to see these emerging nations getting the chance to play a little bit more sevens. That's going to be going into touch nicely from the Kenyans. A little bit of a crowd in attendance. We did see a whole heap of costumes yesterday. That is one thing that like the sevens just brings. Like there was
I forgot about that. Yeah.
There was like a running of the bulls, and they pretty much had a giant inflatable bull and about 100 matadors who were just all running down the sideline.
Yeah.
That one now is going to be taken nicely by Kenya just inside of their own 22 now. And they have to try and use this back line. Diambo now trying to break through the line. Nicely done here. Sullivan Dayward's not quite able to clean up the offload. Good defense there from Grobbler, just forces him backwards. Sawyer's Wapi trying to get in the breakdown. It's another penalty for the Kenyans, taking the quick tap as well. There are two South Africans who are down on the ground, but now get him back up there. Kenya just drives hard at the line. That is one thing you know you get in with Kenya is that physicality, and they will just keep on running at you until the legs don't work no more. Now it is going to be a nice almost offload opportunity there for Olindi. Decides against it in the end on the halfway line at the moment for the Kenyans. Good flat pass now out wide, and just a little bit of a jog there from Otiambo. And we drag down 45 metres out for the Kenyans. Do you think they will be the next team to score the try?
Yes.
Yes?
But it's just, the thing is, it's taking them a while to get there. Like the defence of the South Africans is like top tier, but then the South Africans will get the ball and it's just like straight to the try line.
Exactly right. So they've got to make sure if they do end up scoring, they have to score pretty much straight after it again. Look at this from the Kenyans. Beautiful inside ball. Otiambo once again. Going to be held there by Sullivan Dayward. Sawyer's Wapi, one of the best men in the breakdown in sevens competition. He has just got himself a penalty, and now straight away, like you mentioned, South Africa, they are going to be going. It's a foot race. Brilliant step there from Ronald Brown. Oh, he's just broken the man's ankles there. No. Nice ball on the inside. Grobbler's going. Grobbler's going. Grobbler's got it. And that's going to be the try to South Africa. And also, damn it, spoke too soon. Kenya looking better than I expected. Come on, boys, let's have an upset as well there. And also go South Africa. Sees it much shallow in the chat, and also cricket is just long days. So I covered 12 kilometers today. I usually cover around 15 kilometers over the course of about 3.5 hours as well. Says Guy there in the chat, and also we went there hi from Paddy Wagon, and also a bit late today. But how are you doing? How are you both doing? And hello to all. Says Paddy, I'm doing all right. I am running off only a few hours of sleep, but I'm feeling relatively awake at this stage, which is good. You know, you want to be awake. Are you nice and awake?
Yeah, I'm kind of there or thereabouts. I mean, you've got to start till 4 a.m. You can power nap between each game.
That is true. I feel like power napping, though. I remember one of the live streams for the British and Irish Lions tour. This was like at the start of my late night, like staying up till random hours type venture. And I remember I ran into a door because I was like still half asleep.
You were running?
Well, not running, but I just kind of like walked and I forgot that there was a door. So I just kind of...
That one?
The kitchen one. No. I just cut in the call out. Welcome in. It was us. It's Sebastian. G'day, boys. How's it? As well on the chat from David Davis. Going very well, mate. At this stage, South Africa, it's looking like they are going to be going through to the semi-final to take on France, which should be an exciting contest between the two sides. So what we possibly will be doing is we will be doing our co-live stream with the match of the URC and also the sevens. Perhaps we schedule it as the URC and then we do the sevens, keeping you guys up to date with that score as we are going in it as well, perhaps. So now it is going to be available. Yeah, that's a penalty to Kenya once again. They need to get themselves a try here very, very soon. They want any chance.
Quite a few, actually.
Yeah, that is true. 2.5 almost here. Oh, big shunt off from the Kenyan. Still trying to drive his way forward there. Otieno just dragging along Visa with him. 3 minutes left for the Kenyans. That is a loose ball. It's swept on Ronald Brown. Oh, sorry, it is actually going to be Sean Williams. That is the game.
Yeah.
And South Africa, they are going to be making their way through to the semi-finals. It's 9-10 in South Africa as well. Says Peter there into the chat. So I guess you guys are probably getting a decent morning worth of rugby. Great commentary, man, as well. Says Marcello, thank you very much. If you are new to the channel, be sure to hit that subscribe button. We are going to be back for the semi-finals and the finals of this Dubai 7th. And also, we cover a lot of rugby union, all the competitions around the world, whether it is the South Africans playing in the competition of the URC. I always forget that name. The United Rugby Championship is one that doesn't roll off the tongue yet. I still think of it as the Pro 14 plus the South African sides.
I mean, it's better than the Bunnings NPC.
That is true. That will be the Mitre 10 Cup or whatever it will be next year. They always change it like on a yearly basis.
Wait, didn't it used to be the Mitre 10 Cup?
It did.
So now they're going back to that.
Probably next year, yeah. Because
Right.
it's just the change of sponsorship. Or what other brands? The Warehouse.
Or would it be the
NPC?
Mitre 10 NPC?
I think
What's
they'll
it,
go.
National Provincial Championship?
Yeah.
Shh, I'm good.
You've done very well there. And also, who was the guy sitting beside you? Great commentary and accent of him as well. Says coding. That is
I
Isaac.
don't have an accent. This is just my voice.
That's your Kiwi accent now. It's
That's
coming
just
through.
my voice.
Say fish and chips.
Fish and chips.
Yeah, there you go, the Kiwi.
No,
Isaac.
I would actually say it. Fish and chips.
Oh, bump
Ooh.
off there from the Kenyan.
He's a
And
big
now
lad.
he is just
He
running
is a big boy.
down the wing. He's going to get caught by Southern Davis. Just flicks it over the top. But the defence of South Africa, the cover defence, when they have to try and get way back, they have been doing extremely well throughout this match so far. Now Kenya on the attack one more time. Great step there. An advantage once again. And it is going to be the penalty in favour of the May from Ellie as well. And brutal blitz box too good as well, says Mike. Yeah, like you mentioned earlier on, they see an opportunity and they just pounce.
Yeah.
And that is the try, like straight away. Anytime there's that slight line break,
Yeah.
it's a try. They're going for the scrum here. We want Kiwis, we want Kiwis, we want Kiwis as well, says this block there. And Isaac, official member of the Kiwi lads. He is indeed.
Am I official?
Yeah.
Oh,
Me, you, George, and
Daniel.
Daniel. There you go.
Were you seeing if I knew who Daniel was?
I was seeing whether or not. I don't know why I did that because, of course, you know Daniel. And did you see the Fiji versus Argentina game? I did indeed. Fiji getting a very good win, but I didn't realize at the time because of the head-to-head between Fiji and Spain, because Fiji lost that game, that straight away took them out of the opportunity of being third in that group rather than the points differential. So it did mean that Fiji missed out on the quarterfinals. So they will be a little bit disappointed with that. Now it is going to be once again driving their way forward here for the Kenyans. Gets back up, goes again offload, and that is going to be the try. It is going to be just a little bit of a late one for the Kenyans. Looks like they want to take this one extremely quickly and maybe get themselves one more try on this. And that is the thing that I love about this seventh side. They are not going to give up. There's going to be time for just one more play now. And they are going to be sitting on 12 points here for Kenya. So I guess the big thing here for South Africa is they want to get this ball and they want to kick this one out because they do not want to risk an injury in these late moments of this game because like losing someone like a Selvin David, Sawyers Wapi, pretty much anyone to be fair in that starting lineup and reserves. If you lose them here, it means that semi-final is just going to get that a little bit more tough. But 14 points at the moment for Kenya compared to the 33 of South Africa. They want one more here, Kenya. They don't want to give up in this game. They're going to keep on fighting forward. It's going to be in the hands of South Africa. It looks like he wants to kick the ball out, does he? He's just trying to run it towards the touchline. Kenya, though, straight on the ball in the penalty. They are not giving up. We're getting a little bit more action here. Not quite on the mark. He has to go back. And where's George as well? He is still working because of the fact that it didn't rain really today. It didn't mean that George is out and about in a tractor for today. He would have been having a good day farming simulator in real life. You know,
So it's just farming.
it's just farming. Yeah,
It's just called farming.
it is called. And I feel it today, staying up till like 3 a.m. Yeah, your body. Like the weird thing is, my body's gotten used to it, but it shouldn't get used to it
No.
because like it's all these random
You've
hours.
been doing this for a while, though.
I have been, yeah. Although it's only very recently, I'm flat out cut into the silage as well, says George there.
Well, you're obviously not, George, if you're commenting on this video.
Oh, a good run there from the Kenyans. Could it be
We're gonna
one more
go.
try? He's got pace. And it's going to be another try for Kenya. And it is going to be Aloch, who was able to score it right at the end of the game. I've said his name wrong. We have got there as well. Can't wait for the series to move to Spain. See how the Kiwis fare as well. See Sebastian. Yeah, that's going to be in late January, perhaps. Who knows? Maybe it'll be down.
What's happening?
The next lot of sevens, it is happening in Malaga, Spain.
Is that the next, because this is the final round for the year?
Yeah.
And so the
Yeah.
first one of next year's in Spain.
Yeah.
Is it coming to New Zealand?
They normally have Hamilton sevens, but I'm not too sure when we have got that one as well. You're a machine buddy as well. Sees that David over there in 12 is like my sleep, or is my time where I sleep as well. And I've done the hay baling. It's a killer as well. Sees David also we have their try from Sebastian. So that one for the Kenyans, they have been able to score the try. 19 points in the end to Kenya and 33 to South Africa. But the Blitzbox, they move through to the quarterfinals, the semi-finals, where they will be taking on France. Kenya finishes with a flourish. I'll take it. Well done, Box, as well. Says Mike here. Kenya, they kept it close, but then they just showed their class once again, the Blitzbox. 22 matches in a row.
Is that the name of the sevens teams? The Blitz Box?
It is the Blitzbox, but they have Springbok sevens on their
Yeah, I
shirt.
was just thinking that.
So I think it confuses a lot of people. But I call them South Africa. I call them the Blitzboks. I call them the South African seven side, the Springbok sevens.
I mean, it doesn't make sense because the Blitzboks isn't a type of animal. Is it? Maybe it is.
Maybe, or though I guess it's just because it's a speedier version of a Springbok.
But I mean, Springbok's pretty bloody speedy.
That is true. They got plenty of pace. Same with this guy, Dubai here. So decent performance, I would say, from South Africa. They will be reasonably happy with that. The Kenyans, they are never going to be an easy beat because of that physicality and also that speed that they bring to the table. And they did have possession for probably about 60% of this game. But South Africa, they took their chances and they were able to get their way through to the semi-final. So they are going to be taking on France. That game is going to be taking place at a random hour of the morning almost, or the late evening, I should say. And I will let you guys know exactly how it is going to be sitting. And then Australia, they are going to be taking on Argentina in their side of it, Bolt Box as well. And the chat says Sebastian there in the chat as well. The two semi-finals, whoever wins that Australia versus Argentina game, they're going through to the final, more than likely to face South Africa, although France are actually a side that, I don't know, France at the moment, Perez for France has been playing like tournament of his life. So I'm hoping he will be able to have a good showing into this next one as well. But then we have got a couple more semi-finals and whatnot that will be taking place a little bit later on. We have got the schedule now. So the games are going to be as follows that we have got coming up in the near future. There is going to be, we have seen those ones. So next game is going to be Great Britain versus USA. That's happening in 52 minutes. We won't be covering that one on the channel, but maybe we might do Fiji versus France for the women's. Might have a look at it at 9:30 p.m. New Zealand time. And the only thing George will want to do after work is drop a cold beer as well and a chalky milk as well. Don't forget the chalky milk.
That's a bad mix.
Imagine mixing it in a blender.
Well, a beer in a blender would just fizz up. Imagine carbonated chalky milk. Imagine putting chalky milk in a soda stream.
The thing is, we actually talked about that about 2 weeks ago. Me and George were like, should we do it?
Yeah. Do you have a soda stream?
Yeah. We haven't used
it. You got to
do
it.
Ever.
You got to do it.
We'll see how it goes, maybe. And also, we have got the one other live streams you're doing. So we have also got the one that I just mentioned about Fiji versus France might be an option. Then we have got those matches for the semi-finals that we will be covering on the channel, and they are going to be as follows. Australia versus Argentina taking place at 11:24 p.m. So we'll be starting at about 11:20, and then it will be France versus South Africa at 11:46. So straight after that, we're into that game. USA versus Kenya could be a decent game at 10:57 as well, perhaps. Nonetheless, I do thank you all very much for tuning in. Then we've also got, of course, the final a little bit later on, alongside doing our URC live stream. That's going to be a very exciting one as well. And nonetheless, thank you all very much for tuning in. If you did enjoy, you are new to the channel, be sure to hit that subscribe button. We are going to be back, like I mentioned, but thank you all very much for tuning in. Thank you, Isaac.
Thanks for having me. Thanks for having me.
Hope you enjoyed it.
Yeah,
and
it was
hopefully.
Good. It was good.
Yeah. Will you watch it again?
What, that game?
No, not this game, but just sevens
to
in general.
analyse the win that South Africa had there. And
yeah, and I come out with all the fun facts when we get to the semi-finals.
Nah,
no, thank you all very much for tuning in. We will see you all for the next one. I missed